My current phone, the Redmi K20 Pro, has a 48 megapixel camera. Some phones from Samsung, Realme and Poco have 64 megapixel cameras. A couple of phones from Xiaomi and Samsung have 108 megapixel cameras. 108 megapixels. That is just crazy. But how many megapixels do you really need for a good photograph? I will try and answer this question in this video. So stay tuned. Let me first start by saying that the megapixel numbers are just gimmicks which have been cleverly thought up by marketing gurus to fool unsuspecting customers like me and you. So, if you see the info on a photograph taken from one of these phones, you will find that the default resolution is somewhere in the range of 12 to 16 megapixels. This is because although the sensor physically has 48 megapixels, some megapixels will only capture red color, some green and some blue. The processor of the phone then combines all this information from 4 adjacent pixels to produce the actual color. This technology is called pixel binning. This technology allows a small megapixel to produce a result which is equivalent to a larger megapixel. But pixel binning reduces the resolution of the sensor by 4 times. So a 48 megapixel sensor will produce a 12 megapixel image and a 64 megapixel sensor will produce a 16 megapixel image. So don't blindly believe in the specifications of the camera. Next, I want you to turn your attention to the screens on which we see the images, which can be our TV, monitor or our phone screens. So this is my 50-inch Full HD LED TV. Full HD means that my TV has 1920 pixels horizontally and 1080 pixels vertically. If we multiply them, my TV has 20,73,600 pixels. Let us round it up to 21 lakh pixels. Now let us divide this number by 10 raised to 6, which is 1 megapixel. So any guesses how many megapixels my TV is? Yes, it's just 2.1 megapixels. Shocking, right? But you may argue that your TV is a 4K TV. If you do the same math for 4K resolution, you will find that the 4K is roughly equivalent to just over 8.1 megapixels. We had phones capturing 8 megapixels before many years. What I mean to say here is, even a 12 megapixel image has more resolution than 4K TVs available on the market now. In other words, our displays are not capable of displaying that much information. Now you may ask me, what is the use of making such high resolution sensors when our displays are not even capable of showing them? Megapixels have their own advantage when you are going to take very large prints of your photos like billboards, or if you want to crop in a particular portion of your image without losing much information. However, if you are serious about photography, you will know that it is always better to move a few steps closer to your subject rather than being lazy clicking the photograph and then cropping in later. Another important aspect of a sensor is how large the megapixels are. Larger the megapixels, more is the light it can capture, and since phones are compact devices, camera sensors are pretty small in size, and so when manufacturers decide to cram in so many megapixels into one tiny little sensor, the effective megapixel size decreases. Typically, phone megapixels have sizes in microns. When you compare them to DSLRs and mirrorless cameras, the megapixels are in millimeters since cameras have a physically larger sensor. Due to this, camera megapixels can capture more light, resulting in lower ISO and better image overall. That being said, there is no denying the fact that phone cameras have come a long way since they have been introduced. Manufacturers are constantly pushing the boundaries with what phones can do with the use of AI and computational photography. For example, people used to admire the blurry background of images shot with a camera. We now have it in our phones with the help of dedicated depth sensor and portrait mode. We have some manufacturers who are fitting phones with periscopes to provide lossless zoom. The technology is evolving fast, but it will take some time to beat the physics of a large sensor of a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. And there is so much more to taking a great photograph than just megapixels. There is light, there is composition, there is timing, and the most important thing, the story behind the photograph. So in my honest opinion, if you are serious about photography, do not invest in a phone with the most megapixels. Invest in learning the techniques. A camera is just a tool. Let us carry this discussion forward in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel for more awesome tech videos. My name is Vaibhav and I will see you guys in my next video.